Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing Progressive Capitals on the City of the Dead map, playing as the green player out of the third position. I desperately wanted to cap here, and the yellow player has thwarted my attempts. Now, yellow had 3 total troops in here. I have 4, which is not much more. I don't know that this is a great cap. I would have liked the 2 here if I were him, but maybe there's somebody with quite a bit of material there. That's also a +3 in Port Melbourne. So we're going to have to pivot. And unfortunately, like I could play for the 5 here. I actually think capping on the 3 in this position is likely to be my best bet. As long, but pink can end up on the 2, and then I'm out of luck there because the Q bonus here. Yeah. Oh well. Okay. Okay. Like I wanted to play for this or this. Pink's cap makes more sense, although I would have gone on the 2 here in the middle. This is a 2-point split on the board. No, actually, this pink holds half the map with this, because this is split off here. I have so much material in this general vicinity. I'm just gonna cap next to pink, I guess. I've got quite a bit of material there. We'll see what happens. This is about as bad of the 2 caps before me I could possibly see. And white goes there. Okay. Okay. White sees me too. White does not see. I'm actually the only player that sees yellow. White does not see pink. Oh, no, I don't know if white sees pink. He sees me here. Sees me here. So he still goes here. This, mind you, has no territory in this bonus. So I'm not fully understanding this capital here. I imagine we see black on the left-hand side. Now, red has, everybody starts with 20 troops, 20 troops on the board. So this is 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 of his 20 troops. We see 3 here. So 15. There are 5 troops we do not see. And red is capped on one of those. What is it? I have 11 territories. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One of those 3 remaining territories of reds. It'd be great if this player let me roll out of here, but I think he's just going to hit me. He lost nothing on that roll. Smokes a 3. It is what it is. We actually may get lucky here and see pink try to smoke my cap. I'm not positive that I dislike that. Also, if you're yellow here, I don't know if this 2 has a 4 to 5. White has flagged. Yeah, pink does start with 6. So he starts with 12 territories. And he's going to take this +3 bonus right next to me, which is sad. Just a little bit sad that's what's happening. I wonder if he already has this territory here. That fortified down, I guess. I don't know. Need to take a card. Give you the benefit of the doubt, pink. Here's what we'll do. I will slow roll you on the left-hand side. If I win, I will leave you alone. And I do win, so I will leave you alone. Works for me. We're going to have to play this kind of slow. I mean, maybe there's a chance if I play nice with pink, I can take win my bonus here and be fine. White does not take the bonus. Yeah, because pink didn't start with the +2 in the middle. So white doesn't take that bonus. Red dumps everything over here. And is going to play for the Mooney Ponds bonus, it looks like. Maybe he's capped in the middle. Not actually a bad spot to be. Hits me here. Instead of finishing the bonus, chooses to remove me. Interesting. I'm still unsure. There could be a cap on Valehold or Scar City here. Those would end up being 1-point holds. And this was a bit of my concern with this map when reviewing it in the Progressive Capitals without, or Progressive World Domination without Blizzards, is I had a feeling that we'd see more 1-point map holds than you'd think, simply because the Blizzards can only be in so many places. You can't box anything out, so you couldn't have like a... Trying to think if there's any... I don't know that there's any 1-point holds, but you couldn't have like a double Blizzard here, and you can't also... You also can't have a bonus be only 1 territory, so you couldn't have either of these territories being a Blizzard, which means Blizzards flanking that area are far more common. So obviously we have the double blizzard here, which boxes off both of those paths to the left-hand side, and then the top blizzard. So again, middle is a 1-point hold. A little bit surprised that pink didn't cap there. Yellow does have that bonus down there, playing it slow. I'm frustrated with his cap because his cap is not a good cap choice. Because he's in the first position, he would have probably been better off just taking the cap to the left. Obviously, this defends against a backwards break, but it also closes your cap off completely to everybody's various pathing. Now, we do let pink hold because I am a benevolent risk player. And heck, I'll let him hold again because I don't think it does me any good to... Oh, he's going to full send it up north. Yeah, keep attacking, bro. Knock yourself out. I don't think it does me any good. Oh, 6-on-3. These don't connect. That's unfortunate. I'll give it a roll. It's 91%. And we pass with flying colors. Because I have this fortify coming back, let me see what I can get. I don't need a slider. Maybe pink rolls me. We're going to play nice here. 12 on cap should be fine. Wasn't going to take the full bonus, but taking it now, certainly not a bad idea. White takes his full bonus. And now we get to play a game of who does pink hit? Does he hit me? Does he hit white? I'll drop the well played there as well, just so it seems like I'm nice and kind and fun and exciting. Yellow in particular holding, in my opinion, too many troops off cap. I can already tell pink is a better player than yellow simply because pink is not concerned about the bonuses here that are, relatively poorly defended, right? And there's a benefit to pink's capital, which is a card block benefit later in the game. His cap is actually slightly worse than mine because there's a break in card block that is bypassable from his cap, but not my own. So I think black and red are quarreling on the left-hand side, by the way. I believe black actually has the 2 territory Williamstown bonus, so he's just trying to prevent red from holding any bonuses up there. Smart play by him. Yellow's a bigger concern for me for breaks here. I think this full sends me. Yeah. I am not at all surprised by that play in the slightest. He says, oops. He may not have known I was capped here, but if you're going to show, I just think showing bad neighbor this early into the game is a bold choice. Very, very bold choice to show bad neighbor this early into the game. I'm going to retake the bonus and not break. My assumption is those troops went right back to capital. And if he continues breaking me, we're just going to play for our card trade advantage later in the game. Let him grow or whatever he wants to do. He does hold directly bordering me, so I was concerned that that's what he would do, where he leaves this crap pointed at me. Now, we do have white getting his 8 here. He rolls down into me, loses 3. I'm surprised you continue off of that. Imagine he stops. I fully anticipate a yellow rebreak here, which is bizarre, right? You're punishing a guy who's not getting that much, and maybe he'll change his tune here, realizing that pink was getting 14 troops on that last turn. But going bad neighbor this early into the game, generally with this assumption you're not going to be able to eliminate your opponent, I think is a mistake, right? In black's case, if black is appropriately defending this bonus, he knows maybe red's got the 1-point cap hold here. Black knows that he needs to go bad neighbor to red because he can eventually wipe him out. He trades after, he's getting more troops. I think black going bad neighbor to red is a smart play. Yellow going bad neighbor to me, when we have both pink and white, both holding bonuses on our side of the board, mind you, is a questionable decision to say the least. I personally would not do what yellow is doing right now because I don't think that you have the troop generation to back it up. You're only getting 3 more troops per turn. And you can keep breaking me. You can stack against me, yada, yada, yada. He's going to do it again. No, he refrains or is going to break me topside now. I would hit pink out of here knowing how much pink is generating. And he actually does. He does refrain from... So I think that yellow's break on me there was with the assumption I was not holding a capital in front of him. Oh, this is big. This is really big, especially this is 11 is open on a top path. Pink thinks I'm playing good neighbor. Meanwhile, he's willing to go bad to yellow. And I'll play good neighbor. I'm totally fine with that. And actually seemingly exhausts all of the troops that he just sent in there. So we hold this +4. No, +5? Hold the +5. Maybe that's why yellow didn't want me holding it. I don't know. I'm going to take cards on the top side of the board right now. I'm not trying to look for trouble. Knock black down an extra territory. Probably doesn't hurt. I don't know how much he's working with on our side of the board. Obviously not in here and not in either of these bonuses. Is that a +4 at the top? Carlton North is separate from Brunswick. Those are two different bonuses. That's good to see. So pink has Carlton North, Q, and Richmond. I believe red actually has the +2 in the middle. Which is intriguing as well. Does red try to break black down here? It looks like it. So I'll continue taking my cards on the left. Yeah, he breaks. So that's... And black does not have the means to break red's +2 in the middle. So now black kind of playing nice a little bit there, at least for a moment, of not going and hitting a bunch of red's material. It may have actually backfired, but the nice thing is, and I'm mildly concerned here that yellow's retaliatory play is not going to go through red and is not going to go up through all of the territories that pink just took on the right-hand side, but is in fact going to go through my one here and then over, although his cap was opened. Yellow sets early, so this will be probably a really aggressive kickback. The bare minimum will hit the 2 of these bonuses. If he doesn't, that's a mistake. That is a bad play by yellow. Yeah, there it is. There's the generation. You have to fully, and I mean fully, retaliate there. You cannot do this half retaliation. He's just going to come down and break you again. Now, obviously, not a very promising spot here. Like yellow to break this +3 has to come hit me. Now I'm trying to leave red alone. I don't want red to target my material over here. White, I assume, will eventually take this bonus. And that looks like that's what that just was. Oh. Huh. And this is exactly what I was talking about, where if somebody breaks this specific territory, they don't open up pink's cap to a movement in that direction. They do open mine. So white kind of plays along with the yellow play there. So to evaluate what I've seen, yellow's initial break on me, I don't think was intended to be... Well, I think it was intended to be slightly malicious, but not with the thought that my cap was maybe in this bonus. Because you don't see me hit these two territories and then say, oh, he's just hitting that for fun. Surely I'm not breaking him when I enter here. But on the flip side of things, pink has played this well. I've liked the way that pink has played this. It was a smart move by white to break, just chip away a little bit, although I think that may be met with retaliation. Now, black does not knock me out of here, so I can continue taking cards on the left side without irritating people, because the biggest thought here is that I don't want to... Oh no, he's going to come break again. Now, fortunately, there was a break here. 11's got to go back to cap in that situation. So pink has an interesting choice to make, right? Because presumably you're going to go hit yellow again, but do you also break white twice? Do you even bother taking this bonus back? Or are you fully set on the yellow player? It looks like fully set on the yellow player. Now, if I play my cards correctly, I don't think yellow has many troops left. I really don't think the yellow player has many troops left. So I potentially butter him up kind of sneakily. And Yeah, white's getting 16. I had a feeling that white had captured the +7 here. White maybe even can kill yellow, but I don't think he's going to push for that, and I also don't think he's going to bother me. This may actually be a move into red's bonus in the middle. Fortify, yeah, that was a maneuver into red's bonus in the middle. And I think white is our strongest player on the board currently in terms of total troops, because yellow and pink have been burning troops into each other over and over again. Black has been generating, but not enough. And then red, kind of the same. The white has that nice balance of between getting enough troops and also trading a little bit later. Whereas like pink was generating a lot, but just didn't get a great trade in. Black actually gets heavy broken. So it looks like red didn't even bother retaliating on white's break on his +2 in the middle. And instead went full send on the red player over here. This may be black's effort to remove me on the left-hand side. It is. Maybe he's confident he can remove red fully from the board. I don't know if pink is kill guarding up here. There's 2 territories up here that are potential kill guards. I have a trade on 3. I do not have a trade on 3, so kind of a wash. I unfortunately have to take cards into my opponents on my side of the board, but black didn't get a cap there. Yellow's still broken. Yellow does not have a trade on 3. I don't even know that you go full retaliation here. Ooh, I don't like this. That was probably cap troops that he just did that with. I think the left side of the board is now just black and red. Presumably that was cap troops here. I think I can eliminate yellow, but is it worth 20 troops? It's 20 troops and an extra card. White has all of this. It's really about whether or not he's up at the top of the board. I'm going to check first. Yeah. I mean, white should presumably understand here. Brother, I was very clearly going for an elimination. The break there is pretty irritating, to be honest. Unless that was an attempt at a maneuver on pink, thinking that pink maybe had that bonus. And he leaves himself open. So I guess taking this card doesn't even give his cap an extra card. I'm on 5. I'm going to trade in anyway. We're actually an entire card ahead now with that elimination on white, red, and black. And I went, what did I lose? I got 20 troops off of the instant trade, and we got an extra card, and we lost on the entire maneuver to 13 troops trade for 20. I'm fine with that. Pick up the extra cards. It's a extra single card. We go +7 essentially with the trade in, cashing us in, and we will be the next trade too on 25, but I don't have an issue with that. This cap I can probably just leave open. This one becomes a little bit more closed off, but white leaving his cap open is an interesting choice. He may actually, I think pink should trade here. White must have ended up on this territory, or I don't understand this placement otherwise. Yeah, white ended up there. I was going to say that placement didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So, by the way, the reason I was confident in my ability to eliminate yellow there is even if pink was harboring him up in the top of the board, I had pretty much a guaranteed elimination because I had pathing into that region. So I wasn't super concerned about it. Let's make this cap like 35, I think is good. I don't really want much else there. And pink has been a good neighbor to me, at least, so I have no intention or no belief that he will break me on that spot. We did expect the white trade-in to come, and this is going to go right through my bonus. No? Don't understand playing off of that position for your card takes, but okay. I don't think he had a +2 there, did he? Did trade for 32. Maybe that's where I placed the +2, but I didn't think this was troops left there before. So I'm not going to break white. We're going to leave white alone. Pink also took this bonus pick here. I thought for sure white was going to cut through me and go break pink, but evidently not what happened. Meanwhile, black got 17 there. Red is on 5. I have a trade on 3. I'm more interested to see if black sets right now and goes and eliminates red. I can't imagine red has that many troops in the middle of the board. Black does set early. He would get 5 cards and a 1-point hold, because I think red is capped here. That's a really good play by black. Black is going to become the greatest threat on the board right now, but also a card blockable position, right? I'm almost hoping he gets overzealous here. He doesn't. I was hoping he would get overzealous and try to go for pink. That was going to be my hope. Pink, unfortunately, not open to the middle with all of this stuff that he's holding on the right-hand side. I think with black on a trade-in and pink staring at, potentially also on a trade-in, staring at me with that many troops, I am going to trade on 3 here. The trades are much higher now because everybody's cycled through anyway. So I'll make this like 40 and then match his energy here. So I think I'm actually kind of ahead on ahead of pink right now. I just never understand players who put their entire stack over here. Yeah, black gets 31. Black may actually be coming for white here pretty soon. Also, with a 1-point hold, what and 31 troops a turn, what hold? Yeah, this is exactly what I thought was going to happen. Unless we all actively gang up on him, he's probably just going to come over and break as much of pink as possible. Maybe only 2 bonuses? Pink was getting 27 before. He just broke the +4 here. I don't know if he hit Port Melbourne for white. He did open up pink's cap. If pink has a trade on 3, now is the time to do it. But I don't think it's going to matter. Black is a 3-point card block. Well, it depends on where the capital is. He's potentially a 1-point card block. I don't know if the cap is Scar City or Veilhold. If it's Veilhold, 1-point card block later in the game is going to be very useful to thwart. I'd like white to break pink. So I'm actually going to take this card here. I don't feel the need to be pointed at pink. If white breaks me, I break him. And he opens up his capital. So he's going to bare minimum go into pink here. No, okay. Black did hit him. And he breaks pink. And opens up pink's cap. Depends on if pink stepped into the middle. He did not, because black just took that +2 and gained an extra territory or 2 there. So he did not have the +2 before. Trades in on 5. Very strong. I want to see him get over aggressive. I think he's going through pink. Quick attacker as well. He was smart to remove me when he did. 48 troops probably breaks both me and pink here on the backside. Or he's solely focused on pink. That'd be totally fine with me too. That leaves. Okay. Pink is down to just this +3 up here. Black doesn't hit me. I'll take that at face value. Interesting. He doesn't hit black at all. I kind of get it. try to take an extra +3 just to generate a little bit more to be ahead of whatever Pink's generation is. I don't know. Have a trade on 3. I don't really want to use it. White plays pretty passive too. Black is 53 troops. So I don't know that I understand Pink's choice here to be as passive as he is. By the way, I'm keeping this as the central part of the board. Unfortunately, this map does not sit very well on the board. I got cover up territories anywhere I go. I think he is open, but I'm not sure who he can even make a play on. So we almost just need to hope that Black baits somebody. $63. I don't really want to give a freebie here. He is card blockable, but you'd have to trust your opponents to do something. Letting him get my cap down here would actually be quite bad. I'm not on a trade amount to do something. I really need white or pink to do it. I think white in particular. I think white is probably the strongest of us. But black was playing super aggressive early. Pink doesn't retaliate. I'm actually surprised by the lack of retaliation. I would have backed him up. And this is one of those situations where I almost wish alliances were on. Simply because... he's got 115 there now. Simply because of the fact that we could definitely 1-point block this guy. And all trade together. Unfortunately, this is now not enough to get through. Black is pointed at me. He's pointed at white. He's only kind of pointed at pink now that he can do anything to pink. A player botting out at the right time could potentially help us. White would not be the player we want to bot, though. Because if the white player bots, black gets to go next. Doesn't look like he's going to bot, though. He's at least hitting black. So white, I might help him. This also might get him targeted. But it does knock black down. He managed to get... I don't know if... I don't think he got both of the bonuses. He at least got the +4 in some territories. It's one of those situations where if we all work together... presumably he takes all of this back and then he goes heavy breaks white. Now white is going to be on a trade-in and get opened back up. So black plays aggressively, but if we all work together here, and I'm interested to see what the pink player does. I don't think pink is going to play along. But I will play along with white. And hopefully white catches my drift here. I don't have a trade-in. The problem is black's going to have too many troops here. White's not that fast. If he hits the big stack, though, man, he might have. I'm with you, dude. I'm all aboard. I'm these 1-point players. Yeah, I think pink will do something this turn, and I hope he knows what white did. White, no. Don't quit. Don't wah and then quit. Oh, he fully sacked his troops. Oh dear. I didn't realize he just burned everything on that play. Uh-oh. That was weird. It's gonna break me back here. And here. Him having a cap here is bad. Bad news, Bears. Come on, Pink. You're on 5, brother. Now is the turn to do it, because White just burned a lot into him. Come on, hit this. Okay. We might see him drop. Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't know that I can help keep him alive. Okay, let's see. Oh. That doesn't connect, apparently. Where's the other? Oh. Dude, I couldn't leave him with enough troops. I didn't have enough time, and I couldn't position myself. If I let Black survive there, he likely has enough troops to kill Pink, because he had a 3 over here. And I couldn't risk it. Oh, I so badly... We all worked together. I came out on top. I feel a little bit guilty. I thought for sure Black had kept something on this cap here. I didn't think I could kill him, so I didn't even bother trying to distribute my troops to kill him. If I had thought about it a little bit quicker, I probably would have had the elimination. I could have given Pink second. I thought for sure Chip. I think if you end up watching this video, man, my recommendation to you, you were a great neighbor the whole game. I tried to give you a second, but I was running out of time, and if Black has a trade on 3, I lose there. But my recommendation to Pink is chip half your troops and go back, or even 3/4. Make it so I can't kill you, and I'm forced to try to push Black, because if he's got a trade in, sure, he likely gets you anyway. But if he doesn't, you actually are well positioned for success. Unfortunately, I just didn't have the time to get all of the territories there. I started my maneuver a little bit too late because I was overthinking it. Intermediate, quadruple intermediate, Pink with the highest ranked player. Unfortunately, due to territory and troop count, the Black player is going to get second. Pink will get third. I wanted to give him second, man, but I just didn't have the time, and I risk fully losing the game and Black just straight up winning and eliminating Pink. Pink still gets third, and Black maybe wins if he's got that trade on 3 after me, and I don't get the kill. So I tried to keep him alive at least. Like, I wasn't gonna full betray him, but I had to make sure I won. So hopefully that explanation makes sense to you guys. I'm a little bit sad that we weren't able to give him the placement that I wanted to give him, but shout out to Reyes Brombot, the Pink player, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We're pushing to 3K. We're very, very close. So if you want to support, hit that button. Totally free. As always, everybody, I've been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.